Hello guys, today we are going to discuss an important concept of OOPS, that is polymorphism. What actually polymorphism is? Polymorphism is made up by means it is a combination of geek word geek word. Then what it if I break it into two parts, then it's first poly, then second morphism. What actually poly means? Poly means multiple, and morphism in Greek, Greek means having forms. Means actually what is the meaning of polymorphism? Polymorphism means anything having multiple forms. That is the concept of polymorphism. If any object have multiple forms or it can be used in multiple forms, then we say it is what uh, initiating a idea of polymorphism. So in Python we will achieve polymorphism by using two concepts: first method overriding and second method overloading. In throughout the lecture we will discuss about both of these concepts. So I start by defining method overriding, then we will discuss method overloading. So what is method overriding? Actually overriding means if I have a layer, then hiding that layer means riding that layer. Means if it is a layer, then uh, on the top of the layer I make my another layer. So that actually overriding is. So in Python, if I define a class, I take an example. If I define a class name, I say shape, and if I define a method inside it, say area, and inside that area if I say area equals to if I take two sides, then area equals to a multiplied by b. If that is an class and I inherit that class in our subclass named as triangle, uh, triangle and really triangle, and inherit that shape class. So inside when Python allows the definition of that same method in their child class. If I define the method in it with the same name, and and actually it's, if I say base into height, it will take two parameters, base into height, and I try to um, calculate area, and area is equals to 0.5 multiplied by base into height, and print that area. When actually what I did, I make a method name with name area, and uh, override I override that method inside a using a base class. No, sorry, using a subclass. So if I make an object of a triangle class, then uh, we will able to see that how the area method gets override mm, by defining the same method inside triangle. If I say 2 multiply 3, then hopefully it will print. Oh, sorry. I have to make an object, and after making object I try to call their area method and pass. Yeah, it print 3. It means it overrides that that method that method over that method. Means if I delete that, then you are able to see. I copy and just write pass, then you are able to see what actually it prints. Oh, sorry, it I try to print area in same way here, and I re-execute it, then you are able to see that it prints 6. Means if there is no method with area present, with name area present in it, then it will call the method area in which is present inside their base class. So in that way method overriding works. So I simply replace that one. So and now if I try to re-execute, then it prints 3.0. So that is actually method overriding. And what is method overloading? Overloading means anything uh, which what which behaves differently in different instance. Anything which behaves differently in different instance. We can take an example, or okay, just below it. If I take an example of mm, yeah, same, we can take it same, copy, paste. Yeah, if b equals to just initialize here b equals to none, and I say if b means b is present, then do it in same way, and else print a caution message that caution uh, wrong value passed. Okay, so when I execute it and when I make an object of that shape class, make an object of shape class and sorry shape, and when I pass only single method in it, a single argument in it, then you are able to see, oh, sorry, after making object I have to call its area function by passing. If I pass only single argument in it, then you are able to see that it prints a caution message that wrong value passed. Means mm, it simply executes else statement. And if I pass another value 2, uh, then you are able to see that it prints the area. It means when I pass single argument, then it behave like caution, means it prints caution message. And if I pass two arguments, then it runs simply. So it behaving differently in two different instances. So that is known as overloading. So I hope you get the idea of overriding and overloading, and how polymorphism is achieved. And I want to show you an example which I discussed earlier of string, means where I discussed dunder methods. Dunder methods, that dunder methods, if I define it for this, okay, let me show something. If I try to print, if I try to print, oh, I just say object, then you are able to see that it prints in such way. And if I define a dunder method of string and print in representable table fashion, execute it, did it, and when I try to execute it, oh sorry, R R E, and when I try to print it, yeah, then you can able to see that return not, okay, sorry, I have to return it. And when I try to print it, means try to print it, then it print in representable fashion. So it is actually a dunder method, and I override, means in, if I know, if I and you know that any class or anything in Python is an class of an object, then mm, I just tried to override the object class method, that is that special method here, and that is done by overriding, and that is also an example of polymorphism. So I hope you know, you get my idea. So that's it for today, and I hope you are doing well. So thanks, and if you like my video, then like it, share to your friends. That's enough for today. So thank you and have a nice day.